Gerald. I'm a couple minutes late, guys. I totally apologize. I had to squash something over in the group and get some of the admins on that. And they just finished up doing my countertops. Let me see if I can find a way to pop out chat here. There we go. Because I want to move it over so you guys can see everything. Hopefully you guys can hear. I hope. Hey guys, trying something a little bit new with the view for you guys. So let me know if you can see or you can't see. I also want to give a shout out to EJ's Fun Prints. Thank you for being a YouTube membership subscriber, guys. You can click join and become a subscriber on that. So what do you guys think about this layout? Now I can move the chat around, that way it will be on screen for whoever when we're doing on-screen stuff if you need it. But I also have side by side, so if I want to do something and then show you in Design Space, we don't have to swap over. But if you guys don't like it, I can go back to the old way. So you guys let me know, because it's totally your call. So we are doing a bunny flip card, and before I get started on that, I just want to say thank you to everyone for your sympathy cards and for reaching out and bearing with me last week or so with not going live with everything going on and the loss of my aunt. I greatly appreciate you guys being patient with the live videos not showing. So thank you very much for that. Thank you to my Ko-fi and Patreon supporters, and as always, my moderators, #1 team out there. So I'm going to have to get used to, if you guys like this split side by side, I'm just tell me if I get off camera, because I have to get used to it and angle this camera and all of that stuff for you guys. I'm going to try to keep it straight. But I think that that'll be a awesome plus for you guys. So here's the envelope, and just, you can close that any way you want. Everything is in the file. This is a Ko-fi and Patreon supporter file. It is uploaded for you guys on the website. But you can recreate this very easily, guys. And this card can be cut on your Joy. If you got a Cricut Joy, you can just make it a little narrower, and you can cut this on your Joy. So resize it if you want, okay? Because when I open it up, you're going to see why I say you can cut it on your Joy just out of a sheet of cardstock. But I don't know if you guys can read that. Yes, I used one of the dad jokes, but I thought it was cute. So, how do you catch a unique bunny and unique up on it? So I thought that was really cute. Something for the kids, and you got the little wiggler in there. But this card is just a basic square, and it has the flap cut in it. Now I've already laid this out for you guys, but if you guys want to do that, all you got to do is cut that. So you can cut this on your Joy with just that U cut into the card. Just make it, what is it, 5.5? Thank you, Jamie. Down to, I think, 5.5 wide, but you might have to go 5 inches wide because of the edge. I haven't played enough with my Joy with everything going on last week. I did an unboxing for you guys, but I am going to try to do in your files cards like this that can be done on the Joy, I am going to try to add those to the file so that you guys can just hide the one that you're cutting with the maker and go for the Joy, etc. That way you have two different cards in that file. So any of them that can be done that way. Joy, it needs to be 4.25 wide. Jamie, thank you. So guys, you can size it to 4.25 wide and it should be fine. And you can cut that card there. Super simple, super easy card. Now, I did not make this envelope, guys. This envelope is one from Design Space, and I just resized it. And I noticed this when I was resizing, that the little tick and that score goes along there. I cut that out of mine. You don't need that. That's just, it's just going to interfere with the way that it folds. So I just kind of rounded it out right there. And I did the same thing over here. I just kind of cut that little tip off and rounded it out. Don't need it. So we're just going to fold on our score line. But you can see how thin that would have been just sticking up there. I meant to slice it out in the file, and I forgot it. Honestly, with everything going on, I just simply forgot. And I didn't remember it until just now. So if you want to slice it off yours in the file, just slice it off. And just going to fold on all of our scores. I'm going to fold that back out. So I hope everybody had a good week. I've been working on several files the last few days. I took a couple of days off social media to clear my head and get some things going. And some are repeats of some stuff that we've already done, but maybe new to some of you guys that we're going to do here in the next couple of weeks. And some of it is new. And I may show you my mock-up that I was playing with. I'm going to figure out a way to make it work. Hey, Jeanette. Now, guys, how you do this envelope is totally up to you. And this white may be washing out a little bit. Let's see, yeah. I fold this long tab in and then this one over. And then I fold this over here just so I don't have to see it. And I'm going to cut that away right there as well. But if you want that piece on the bottom and you want it to show right there on the outside, you can totally do it either way that you want to do it. It's totally up to you. I just prefer mine to the inside. And right here, I don't know why they don't angle that off on the file as well. I'm just going to snip that corner. You can do that in your file if you want to, or you can leave it. And it's just so, I still didn't clip it far enough. Or did I? Since I'm putting mine to the inside. Anytime you have one that just doesn't do the way you want it to do, just do a little snip, you'll get it. I'm going to snip that just a little bit further so that it is hidden. Again, I did not make this file. This is a Design Space envelope. I just want to make sure it's hidden in that curve. I don't want it to stick out so that you can see on that whitewash. So I have my curve right here. Before I trimmed that off, it was straight across up here at the top and it stuck out. I didn't like that. But you can cut that off on your file or you can leave it. Totally up to you. But I'm just doing glue down that whole strip, and I'm just going to fold this piece over on the bottom, and then I'm just going to do some glue across the bottom of that. If you want to use your tearing tapes and stuff like that on this part, you can. I'm using art glitter glue. I'm just going to press all that down, get it nice and even. And you're going to have to change out, I think I left my name in there too. On my mock-up, you're going to have to run in there and change the name, but I left that too, because some of you may be new to writing and stuff like that, and which fonts they are, so that you can go in and grab those as well. And then there's an extra set of eggs in there that, oops, I got my trash on here, in there for you to decorate your envelope with. And then I use Nuvo drops, guys, so that I could decorate up my egg. Let me just show you. Use some Nuvo drops, and then rhinestones. These are just happen to be golden ovals from Nuvo. So, let's see if I can get some of that washing out. I'm going to try to darken this next time, since we changed the way that the angle does. Maybe it's just my monitor. So I'm just gonna, it has a sticky lid so that their things don't go everywhere. I'm just gonna pluck one of the bigger ones off of there. There it goes. Just to give it a little bit of shine. Use my little trick here so I don't lose it. This is a different size than I used. I'm just using a piece of washi tape to pick it up. Put a little dab of glue on the back. And I'm just going to stick it down on my card and pull my washi tape away and line it up. Super simple, super easy. Washi tape is good for that, and sequins, if you're playing with them. Now, I'm not going to do my Nuvo drops on this one, just for time purposes, because they take about 30 minutes to dry. So, but you can get them in all different colors, guys. Super, super fun to play with on your cards and stuff. So, and we're going to cover print and cut here in just a minute too. Let's put our other piece. I know I got that other piece in here. I got sequins everywhere. I bet you're wondering why. All these sequins, not only did I use them on this card, but I was playing and making a confetti flinger. So I've been flinging sequins all over my room all day long. I'm just going to kind of line that up center. Put that on the back, and if you want to put some decoration on that, you can. But that's basically your envelope, other than your Nuvo drops. Okay, so now let's move on to our card base. Now with the Joy, if you're cutting with the Joy, you don't have a way to score, okay? So all you need to do is just detach the score lines. It's two little scores, and they're right there at the bottom of this flap, okay? So you're just going to fold this over and make sure that the ends meet. I don't know why I have the score in the center of the card file, but it may be the cardstock I'm using. Pull it down to the bottom and make sure the bottom meets with your cardstock before you press that down. Okay? This is the back of your card. This is the front. And then this should be inside. Okay? Super easy, super simple. But the panels can be tricky, so I went ahead and made panels for you guys. And these go inside here. And I left room on the inside of this so that you guys could write a sentiment. I'm just going to get that lined up in there. Glue it down. And you can emboss these panels too. They would be really cute embossed as well, using your Cuddle Bugs or your Big Shots. So that's our inside panel right there. And then we have one of these to go inside. And you don't want to get glue up here at the top, okay? So you can let that hang over the edge, and it can hang over the edge up here, but you're basically just going to be gluing this bottom half. And then you have your signature area. Then we have our back panels. I'm just going to flip it over, put on the ones on the back. Oops, dropped mine. Which tip was that, Jeanette? Oh, the washi tape for picking up your stones and your sequins. Super easy, super simple. I have a tool that's made for it that has like a, I don't know, it's like a rubber tip. It's a little different from the pickup stick. And it's reusable. You don't have to keep doing everything. But I find washi tape is always handy on my desk, and it's easier than searching for the tool. And so your back piece goes on with your handmade by, and you can add that into your file. And I've just got handmade for you by Crafting with April on there. So we have that panel. And now we need, and this is back to, you can fold it if you get confused so that you know where your front piece is. We're going to take our front layers panel. And I put glue on my textured side for this, but that's okay. It's my underneath panel. It won't be seen anyway. Just going to line that up on there. And then you want to make sure you have your front piece and not your inside piece. And you can do any sentiment or writing on here that you want. I left the dad joke on here because I just thought the unique bunny was funny and cute. And so now we're just going to open it back up and do this panel on the inside. I know it seems like a lot of glue that I'm using, but I'm really not. I'm using the fine tip from Art Glitter, and so it's just very thin, and I like to have enough on there that I can scooch and line things up. And then top panel. This is a really fun, easy card too. You can change out the theme. You can use this for birthdays. I really want to use it with the confetti card that I'm working. So, you know, this will be a good base if I can figure out a closure, because it needs a closure for the other card. So there you go. You have that. We're just going to fold it back. And now we're going to put our Easter basket on there. Whatever. You may want to use something else. I'm just using an Easter basket. And I kind of tilted mine. I kind of liked it tilted. Oops, got it a little too close to my bunny. There we go. Glad that that dries clear and matte. And then I had a little bunny, and I might pop dot this one up. I don't know. I'm just going to put him down like I did the other because I'm putting decorations on him anyway. And then I use Nuvo drops on the ear, and for the nose you can use markers. You can use whatever you have and decorate that up. I did use one of these big iridescent sequins for his bunny tail. You could use a little pom-pom, anything you have. Use what you got to decorate it up. Kids love these kind of cards because they can use so many different things to put on there. Like I said, I use some Nuvo drops. I'm not going to put those on there because I'm still working with the card. And if you do Nuvo drops, make sure you let that dry before you flip it over and you start the inside, because you'll mess them up. Okay, so all I did was just add some sequins across the top, and I put another jewel right here, and then I put a jewel in the center of his little bunny tail. So this has some mixed jewels in it, I think. See if I can find another one. And you can put that big sequin in there and then put a pom-pom in it, or just a pom-pom, anything that you want to make that pop a little bit. I don't really like that one. I like the round one I used on the other one, but I'm just going to leave it. But decorate it up any way that you want, and then you're going to open up the inside, and we have our cute bunny. And he's kind of hanging on the edge of the card here, so you want to make sure that you get him centered up right. And I used a wobble on him. I apologize, my dogs found their squeak toy. Cut it out, girls, please. Sometimes they mind, sometimes they don't. But you're just going to peel your sticker off your wobbles, and you can get these on Amazon or scrapbook.com. There's links below. And it's clear. It's kind of hard for you guys to see, I know, but it's got like a clear cellophane on there. I'm just going to flip my bunny over, and I'm just going to stick that wobble on there. And I just use my bone folder to press him down. And then we're going to peel the sticky off the back. Maybe. There we go. Peel that sticky off, and then make sure that you center his little feet up where you want them to be. And I'm going under my little eggs here. That looks good. And I'm just going to press it down. And now you have your little wobble. How cute is he? And then I put sequins across the top on this other one. I'm not going to make you guys watch me glue sequins. And then I put some Nuvo drops. And this is why I say, you see my little messy, because I forgot they were wet and I played with my card and I had to fix it. But how cute. I got him twisted just a little bit. I might have to pop him loose and put him on, but he's still cute that way. Super easy, super cute to do. What kind of dogs do I have, Denise? I have one, they're both rescues, which is my favorite breed. But one was a pit bull that was thrown in a dumpster because she had some really severely bowed legs and wouldn't be able to run. So I took her, and the other one was a drop-off, and she is what we think, she is a pit husky mix, which is called a pitsky, but we don't know. So super cute, super easy card for you guys to do. I want to go over and talk about, for a second, print and cut, because this file does contain a lot of print and cut. And a lot of people get confused. And then I'll show you guys what I've been working on, because I think you're gonna like this thing that I've been working on. We're gonna need those sequins for that. But let's pop over here. I'm just going to move this over since I'm not going to be working on a card so that you guys can see. Let's go over to my projects. I think I have one there. I love card making, Judy. It's so much fun. As a matter of fact, I made this one for somebody today to help them out. Let's open that one up and talk about print and cut. I may have to extend this just a little bit so you guys can see. There we go. So I used the image. I just went and got a motorcycle image out of Design Space, as you can see right here. If you guys want to follow along, it's M930A I believe that is a 0AE. That might be a D, but I think it's a 0. So I went and got that motorcycle out of Design Space, and it was a cut image. I'm just going to hide this because I don't want to mess up this file, and I'm going to delete this when I'm done. Let me unflatten. When it comes into Design Space, I'm also going to change the color of my canvas so you guys can see this a little bit easier. Let's go with the pale gray. There we go. Move everything out. So when it comes in as a cut image, and it looks like this. But if you look at it, if you cut this, you've got all of these tiny little pieces. Some pieces up here are not attached, things like that. And it came in actually like this. But I wanted to show you guys. The size of this is 9.5 by 507. Well, we all know that print and cut, or most of us know. If you're new, you may not know. Print and cut is 6.75 by 925. So rightfully, I would not be able to print and cut this image. And all of those little bitty pieces would, all of these lines, they would not cut well out of cardstock. So I was like, okay, how can I make this work for her and make it like a diorama to go in the shadow box? And so what I did was I duplicated it. Oops, I'm duplicating the wrong thing. Apologize. So I duplicated my image, and I used my contour tool, and I hid all contours. So when I did that, I had this solid image, okay? And it's going to be black. The cute bunny, I'll pull that up for you in just a moment, Connie, if you give me a moment to finish this, and we'll find that cute bunny for you. So I hid all contours, and now I have this outside shape. White is the only color that doesn't print, so I changed that to white. And then I brought my other image to the front, and I selected both of those, and I aligned center, and then you flatten. Now that I have flattened it to a shape, it's only going to cut that outside edge. It's not going to cut any of this inside. If you notice, you don't see any of the gray grid behind this now. So white is not going to print, and it's going to give her a nice little image that she can print and cut and then glue right onto the top of this here. But how did I do that? Because I had already made this piece, and then I couldn't fix it for print and cut. Well, you can. If you do a little bit of rotating, you can watch your size change up here. Now it's a 7-inch, but I keep rotating, and the more I rotate, now I'm getting into that area, and now it's 5.9 by 8.94. So I could have rotated it a little bit more than what I did over here, and I can get that into print and cut. But wait a minute. If you look, the rotate is rotated at 289.67. Watch what happens when I hit make it. It might twist it. It is. They fixed it. So that's good. So this one is going in even at rotation. And this one, I guess, is there. That's my white one. I should have changed the color. So you don't have to do that anymore. In case you guys do run up against one that will not rotate, and you know that it will fit in print and cut, the way around that is to unflatten. And if you'll watch my rotate on this one, if I can get my mouse back over here where he's supposed to be. I accidentally turned my mouse off. I don't know how. But you can see that I have separated those. I'm going to line them back up, align, center, and when I flatten it, I moved it so you can't see. But when you flatten it, I did something else to the image, and so my rotate is no longer there. It's now set at 0 degrees. So if you ever run across an image that is too large for your print and cut, if you can unflatten it and flatten it back to a shape, you will change the rotation of it. And then when you flatten it back out, it will be right where it needs to be and you'll be able to get it. So that's how you can manipulate it. I hope that that made sense. If you can see grid behind it, it is not properly flattened. And if it's too large, some of your images can be rotated. And then once you rotate them, they will fit in that print and cut parameter. So does anybody else have any questions on print and cut? Anything that you're struggling with? Text is the same way. Text has to be flattened to a shape. And then you can go in and you can, once it's flattened to a shape, it's not going to cut all your individual letters. Again, pay attention. If you can see grid behind it, it's not going to cut properly. Grid is negative space. Does anybody have any other Design Space questions? Anything for print and cut, any of that? Okay, let's go over and let me go to, oops, not my maker. Let me go to my projects. And let's find out Cute Bunny. What is Cute Bunny? Here he is down here. I've been working on some stuff, so things are scattered everywhere. I've been working in Escal and in Design Space. I may have to start doing more in Escal for you guys because sharing is getting a little difficult. The bunny is on DJ's Inkers Celebrate All Year Long, and it is hashtag M like Mary, F like Frank, A like April, 9-7, E like Edward, 8-9. So you guys can pull that bunny up just like that. There he is. There's the number. So if you guys just want the cute bunny and you want to do your own thing with him, he's on DJ's Inkers cartridge. Right there, he's so cute. They have some cute stuff on here. I like that egg too. Yeah, guys, go through and look at your cartridges. Don't ignore those, and you can find all sorts of stuff in here. Pick a couple and go through there when you're working on projects and look at the stuff. The number on that, Sue, I don't know if let's see. Sue, it was M like Mary, F like Frank, A like April, 9-7, E like Edward, 8-9. There you go. Louise got it. So super cute, super fun card. So the other thing that I've been working on, guys, is this little contraption here. And this is just a mock-up with just some scrap papers and stuff that I've been working on. But basically, and you guys are going to have to look closely because this thing goes quick. And it's because I haven't changed out the rubber band on it. The rubber band is too small. But they're called confetti flippers or flingers or whatever you want to call them. But you put your confetti in there and you just loosely close your envelope. And then you push this back and close your card. Okay? And then when the recipient gets it and opens the card, it flings the confetti out all over the place at you. This one right now would fling a quarter across the room. It's a little tight. It's my mock-up. But it's going to be a lot of fun. And I am working on that to get that out for you guys. Also, the pop-up, the spinner pop-up that we have used a couple of times, I'm doing some doubles on that. Do you need a subscription every year just to use your Cricut? Jeanette, no. You do not. Cricut Access, guys, let me just get you guys over here. Cricut Access is an awesome, awesome, awesome image library. Everything that you see, you can cut with your subscription, and it's not going to cost you anything. It gives you so much more than that because you get the 10% off. Let me pull this over. You get your 10% off. You have over 100,000 images to choose from. You don't have to worry about if the SVG is made well, if it's, if it's going to cut right, because these are all premium images. And we've had a lot of questions about that. If you do monthly, you're going to get 10% off anything that you buy at Cricut. Well, any of your access is going to give you that. You get anything off, 10% off your licensed images as well. Now, this includes machines. Our group code gives you 10% off. When you're shopping my links and you use the group code, you get 10% off. But you can't use that on certain items, anything that plugs in or digital. They won't allow it. But Access will give you that 10% off. So you get that. And that's if you just do the $9.99 a month. You save $2 a month if you pay for it annually, which is $95.88. Okay? And then you can get that same thing, but you get it for $2 less per month. That's an awesome deal if you can afford it. And especially if you're learning, I wouldn't be without it because I do this one here. I do the premium. And that's because I get free shipping on anything over $50. Where over here you don't. You have to have the free shipping code and then you can't use the group code. You get to pick one or the other. You can use the group code or the shipping code. Okay? You have to do $99. The group code is $50 minimum order on your subtotal. But you get free shipping with it as well, okay, instead of the $99 over here. You also get 50% off of any of the licensed images rather than the 10% that you get over here, okay? So that's your differences. You're going to get 50% off any digital that you buy. You're going to get 10% off of anything that you buy. And then with the group code, another 10% off of anything except machines and digital. But you get that 50%. So totally up to you. If you're doing monthly and you can afford to switch over to the premium, it's the same price. You're just paying for it annually. If you can't afford the $9.99 a month, but you might be able to do the annual $7.99 a month, it's awesome. I just told somebody, Access is my perk because I can make my own SVGs. I can upload my own images. I can do all of that. But I use this strictly for my discount for my purchases. I consider Access to the 100,000 images to be my perk. Most people consider this down here to be their perk. I'm totally opposite. And I encourage everybody, try it for a month. See how much you use it. If you're not using it much, you may not be using your Cricut much. You can discontinue it and pick it back up later. So, keep that in mind too. You can cancel it and start and stop it at any time if you're doing the monthly. If you pay annually, you won't get a refund, but it won't renew if you cancel it when your renewal date comes up. I hope that answered your question, Jeanette. I know that there's a little bit of lag. I'm just going to give it a couple of minutes just to make sure that you guys don't have any more questions. So we're going to be popping out some cards and stuff this week. Maybe a box. I haven't decided yet. I did have a request for another gift bag box. So I am going to be working on that. Hopefully I can get that out here in the next week for you guys as well. I may do that as a recorded tutorial because it may take a little while to put together. I'll time it when I do my mock-up and see. If you have a premium and design space, Elizabeth, everything with a green A, everything you see with this green A right here is in access. Let me see if I can find one that's not in access and show you what would happen. Because I have premium. So all of these, let's go to, I know, simplicity. Let me go back to home. Oh, I am home. Let's view all. Let me come up here to Cricut Access and go to sewing. And maybe simplicity, not sewing. Okay, you see no green A. There's no green A. That means these are licensed and premium. Okay, so if I wanted to make this cute little duck bag right here, it's going to show me that it's $3.99. I'm just going to hit make it. You can do this to see what you're being charged for, guys. You're not going to be charged unless you actually enter your password. You can see down here, right here, it's going to ask me to purchase. So I'm going to click purchase. It says $3.99. Then I'm going to get this screen. I have not paid for this. I'm not going to pay for this unless I put my password right here. That's the only way that I'm going to pay for it. Okay? But you can see I got a $2 discount for being a premium member. So I could get that pattern for $2.14 because I have to pay tax. Some of you may not have to pay tax. I have to pay tax. So you're going to get 15% off of it. And you're not going to be charged to come over here and look and see what it's charging you for or to see how much your discount is. If you just have the monthly or the yearly, then you're going to get 10% off instead of 50%. So that's what the yearly and will do for you. You're going to get those discounts on premium that you don't get on the other. I know that pig bag is cute, isn't it, Hill? Hopefully it reconnected. Okay, so guys, if you have any questions or yeah, Gerald, it doesn't include the in access sewing patterns because Simplicity is licensed. It doesn't include them, but you can get the discount on them. Am I back? I hate it if you guys lost me. It just took went on the fritz there and decided it would just run out the door, and then it came right back. But anytime you guys get stuck, don't hesitate to ask. We're happy to explain in the rooms or on the lives. Don't forget to write down your questions throughout the week and ask them when you come to the live so that we can show you on screen and make sure that you fully understand. We'll show you anything, all your slicing, your welding, your fonts, whatever you guys need. We are here to help you. And I just wanted to show you, I'm not going to let you guys read the inside, but a couple of beautiful cards that I got from my mods. Thank you guys. All right, if nobody has any other questions, I will catch you. We are live on Wednesday. Hopefully we're going to do we are going to do another bunny card. Somebody asked me about doing a St. Patrick's Day wreath, and I do want to apologize. I will do one for you, but I won't be doing it live. If you need me to still do that, due to the circumstances last week, I had to take that off of my plate. So if you're in need of it, message me. I believe it was Patty. Patty, if you're still in need of that, message me and I will help you set up a file for that. But I'm not going to be able to do it on a live. I just don't have the time. You couldn't see, Sue? Hopefully it's back. But I can screenshot it and show it to you guys later if you need as well. Don't forget, if you have an idea, something that you want us to do, something you want us to show you how to make, that you send me a message on Messenger. I will help you do it, or I will make it. Oh, there we are. Sorry. I see what happened. Even though I had the camera up here showing me the camera, it didn't, because OBS crashed, it took the screen off for you guys. I'm sorry. Beautiful cards. Thank you, ladies. I'm sorry, Sharon. Yeah, I knew OBS crashed and I didn't realize that it had taken you guys back to the splash screen. It came back on, but it came back on weird. My bad. Sorry about that. See, I tried to eliminate that problem by having the camera on screen for you guys, and OBS didn't like it. But I like it. Do you guys like it like this? Yes, they are. They're absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Lots of shine, pretty shine. Brightened my day. Okay, guys. So go ahead and do your little flip cards, and I just want to say, make sure you get your bunny on here straight, because I'm going to pull him off and do it, because you can see when he goes to close how he's catching. Make sure that you got clearance. I'm going to pop him off before it sets too badly. And there we go. Reset that. Make sure that you have him like I have this one, so he's not hanging on anything. Well, now he's going to hang. Move him up just a hair. There we go. Another dad joke. A hair. So make sure that you set them up just slightly larger. This is supposed to be a stop so it doesn't flip all the way through. And that works, but I got him, I mean, just a teeny tiny fraction too low. So make sure that you get them on there, right there at that edge, but not in the way of your Easter eggs. Or move your Easter eggs down. There we go. There we go. All right, guys, have fun. I will catch you on Wednesday at 7 p.m. I will get that posted up as quickly as possible. Some of you know, some of you don't know. It has been a week here. I had my aunt's wake here after the funeral on Thursday, and I put my dog in my bedroom for like 4 minutes while we brought the food in, and she ate my carpet in about a 4-foot area. So now I have to do carpet again or wood flooring. We haven't decided. So tons of stuff going on at my house. Tons and tons and tons. You guys have a wonderful evening, and I will catch you on Wednesday.